So this could sound like a pointless rant, or it could actually mean something. It kind of just depends on how you take it and what you see and what I have to say. And honestly, it's kind of a pointless rant on what's on my mind, things I've been working on, and any factors that have been affecting my life, really. And I guess a good point to start is balancing everything, how important balance is. And it's just something that I didn't realize. I didn't think about it enough. The fact that I didn't balance my life enough. I haven't been balancing the work and the enjoyment enough. And all day, if I'm doing something that's work or not work, I have so many thoughts on it. My mind starts to go everywhere. And in all honesty, it conflicts with each other. Today, I so far haven't really done anything. I haven't showered. I've eaten a little bit. I've been playing video games. I put a lot of hard work in, and in a way, I should be able to sit here and think I deserve it. I should be able to sit here and think, man, this half day of kind of just not really being productive, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, that mindset and that understanding that breaks are important and you should have things that you enjoy is growth itself. Because for me, there was a month, just basically a month, I was like the most disciplined person I know. I was so hardworking, and there was so much in my day that I wasn't doing that I normally would enjoy. There were parts of me that seemed to be absent due to the fact that I put so much work into self-help. And my mind, I felt like I was going crazy. Even today, sitting there playing games, it almost drove me crazy trying to play the game. I couldn't focus at times. And it's an issue. It affects everything. It affects your day and how you interact with people, the interactions you have. It affects how people see you. It affects how open your mind is and how much you can really expand. It almost restricts it in a way when you can't have that balance. And I guess another thing that in a way goes with it is kind of just staying stable and knowing what you want, keeping yourself in the present. I personally have struggled to keep myself in the present. I try my best. I think about the future a lot. I reflect on the past, but I try to not let it affect me throughout the day. In a way of, I don't want it to negatively influence me. I want it to be something that's positive, and I try to manage it well enough to keep my head in the past for long enough to know the mistakes I made, to have my mind set on the future so I can know the things that I have to do. But the one thing that I feel like I lost the most of, or the one thing that I feel like I lacked enough, was keeping my head in the present. And throughout my day, I'll try to keep myself present. I'll try to, I'll stop for a moment, I'll meditate, I'll sit down, I'll go on a walk, I'll read a book, I'll kind of just get my mind set. But it's so hard to keep your mind in the present when everything that you're doing is what's the word? When it's because of something in the past, or if you're doing it to obtain something in the future. It's hard to stay in the present because you're constantly thinking about being better, fixing things that you may have ruined in the past. And to an extent, it's not even really fixing. It's yourself. It's self-help. It's more of working through the problem and staying in the present. And this is starting to not really go anywhere, but okay. I'm back. My brain needed a second. Where I was getting at is that no matter how much you react to things from your history and act in the present, and no matter how much you're working towards in the future, or how much you're working towards the future in the present, it's hard to stay in the present when that's all that's on your mind. And I think that's what my whole point is, that to really take in everything that I say, everything, in your mind, what even you believe. It's all about perspective. It's all about your history. It's all about what you really need to do to help yourself. I think the whole point is that balance is the most important thing, and it is super hard to manage, to maintain that balance. Sometimes not doing the hard work and pushing it away is the best option, and it really contradicts a lot of what I've said before about doing the hard work no matter what, and being disciplined and getting everything you need done to continue that hard work. It's a little contradicting to say that sometimes you have to push it away, but it's true. You'll find yourself in a loop. You'll find yourself consistently sad because you can't enjoy the things around you because you're so worried about meeting these standards that you have set for yourself. Don't get me wrong, those standards, if they are high and they seem hard to reach, that is amazing. That is so amazing. But if you can't enjoy your everyday life and you can't enjoy the little things and have a good mindset on it and keep yourself stabilized, then your progress is being very, very limited. It's being halted. And I think if you really want to be able to get past that barrier, to get past that obstacle, sometimes you have to push the work away, and you have to take a moment, a day, to sit back and really think how much better you're doing and actually see the progress, rather than continuously thinking that you have not made it to where you want to be. I'm not telling you to stop that and to not work every day and to not put work in, but there are some things that you need to distance yourself with so you can really better yourself. It's a different day that I'm recording this, but remember to stay hydrated, y'all.